Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Sandra, and on this channel we talk about healing in your 20s, healing your fearful avoidant attachment style, healing through inner work and self-discovery. And for today's topic, I want to talk about why you cannot heal all at once. It is important to do your inner work in layers and why it actually happens in layers. So, if this is a topic that interests you, let's get right into it. So, I was on a walk today and this literally just came to me, and I felt that I had to come and share it on here because it was like that moment when you just have a breakthrough and everything just clicks. So, I had this breakthrough of I used to have moments, let me go back to before. I used to have these moments when I would think to myself, I really, really wish I had this, and that. Like, I used to um, want my partner to act a certain way, or that I would start showing up a certain way and step into this new identity that I set out for myself, and just changing certain habits in my identity. And I just wanted it to happen immediately. I just wanted it to be done. And what I didn't understand at the time is that inner work and shifting identities happens in layers. It does not happen all at once. And in fact, if it all happened at once, you would feel so overwhelmed that you would self sabotage and you wouldn't know what to do with it. You wouldn't be able to handle it because your nervous system does not have the capacity to handle this right now. You have been at a certain level with where you're at with this identity. You've been comfortable with the specific identity that you're in. And if you were to get everything that you wanted, and you are at this identity, let's say you want to be more feminine and show up in a certain way, communicate in a certain way, speak in a certain way. If you were to show up in that way now immediately without integrating anything, without learning what that takes first, step by step, you would literally feel so overwhelmed with everything that comes with that you would self-sabotage that. So that the example that came to me on my walk is like how throughout the years iPhones have literally had upgrades, like things, the software upgrade that comes to you, and it comes little by little. Like if they give you I don't know what we're on now, I think like 17 or something like that, the software upgrade, if they gave that to the iPhone 1 or whatever it was, that iPhone would not be able to handle that software. It would just malfunction, or in other words, as you would self-sabotage. You would be so overwhelmed that you don't know how to hold space for all of that. So it is actually important to take the time to integrate what you're learning, whether it's through books, through podcasts, through people, through courses, whatever it is. It's important to actually take the time to integrate that into your life and to make the things that you are learning a habit, and to upgrade the entire system to become your, so that your nervous system literally just becomes so used to it, like this is the regular for it, so that when the next upgrade comes, this is your new norm, and you continue to do that over and over and over again. But when you just give it, if you just give it all of that all at once, you will not be able to handle it. And I think there's also a saying of, God gives you what you can handle, and he doesn't give you more than that. And sometimes people will go through hard times and they'll wonder, like, why is God punishing me? But God is really giving you what you are capable of in that moment. He knows what you are capable of. And it also works in the other way, where if you are not capable of something, if he knows you cannot handle something, he will not send it to you. So sometimes when you ask for the new identity of wanting to show up that way, or asking for a specific amount of money, or asking for a job, a specific job, or asking for a specific kind of partner, if you do not match that, you're not able to match that, you're not able to hold space for what you're asking for because you've never done it before on any capacity, you're not going, he knows you're not going to be able to handle that. So he doesn't want you to just self-sabotage. Like, he gives it to you and you self-sabotage. So be careful what you ask for. Get ready for what you ask for. You can still ask for so many things and ask for your desires, but be prepared to be able to match that level of whatever you're asking for. You will not be able to handle it if you don't have the capacity to hold whatever you are asking for. And I want to say for me that in the past, I have felt so impatient with receiving everything that I'm asking for and being in a different space, asking to be in a different space. But now, like looking back in hindsight, I am so, so truly grateful that God was giving me all this time to integrate everything that I'm learning, to literally be able to hold more, because if he had given me what I'm asking for back then, I would not be able to handle it and I would self-sabotage it and maybe could have lost it. And it would have taken even more time to get it back. And there is nothing wrong with that. If you do self-sabotage, you can always come back and learn the lessons that come from that experience. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But inner work literally is unlearning all of the things that are not you, because you are already so capable of so much and you are so powerful. But what we learn, all the limiting beliefs that get ingrained in us as we grow up, have to be unlearned. And sometimes that takes time. Sometimes removing all that is not you takes time, and that is totally okay. It is okay to unlearn unhealthy habits of how to be in a relationship, unhealthy habits of how to interact with other people, unhealthy habits of how we get to show up as human beings. And it's okay that that takes time. There is no rush. Like, literally, I think that is the entire point of life, and that is the fun part of life, that we get to unlearn all these things and just embrace more and more of who we are and get to learn more about who we are and what we are not. And that's fun for me. That is so juicy. And just, I used to think it was like the all this work that I had to um do, and it's not fun. I will say it doesn't feel fun in the beginning when you are in so much pain, but as you heal more and more, all these challenges and overcoming limiting beliefs and uncovering who you are and who you are not just becomes a fun game. So you might as well enjoy it. And if you want a little bit more guidance in this, I have created an online guide of more than 30 questions that will help you learn more about yourself, about your patterns, about who you are and who you're not, so that you're able to be more clear on how to move forward, on how to heal your fearful avoidant attachment style if that is something that you struggle with. Healing this attachment style has literally helped me so, so much beyond what I can even explain. It has helped my relationships, it has helped my, just the way I view myself, my digestion, which is crazy. It has helped my digestion. It has helped how I carry myself around people, how I carry myself when I'm by myself, how I speak, how I think, how I feel from a day to day. Like, I no longer feel this strong doubt in my gut, which what was causing my gut issues. And I no longer feel so scared of being intimate in a relationship and sharing how I truly feel, which I used to feel so terrified of. So if this is something that you have struggled with, I am 100% sure that this guide will help you learn so much more about yourself. And I would love to hear what you thought about this entire video in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.